For decades, LGBTQ plus characters existed on TV, but rarely on their own terms. Let's take a quick look at pivotal characters that appeared on TV throughout the years and what they mean.
I do understand. I understand better than anyone that you're afraid of your father. You're afraid of your wife.
An early example of representation on American TV is Steve from All in the Family. Steve is considered one of the earliest openly gay characters on TV. He appeared in the 5th episode of the first season, titled Judging Books by Covers. The episode aired on February 9th, 1971. In the episode, Steve is an old friend of Archie Bunker. He causes Archie to challenge what Archie thinks is a real man's man.
Well, if that's the punch of a fruit.
The episode is more about Archie's reaction and less about Steve.
Huh? Right.
He is only in this one episode and never mentioned again. Steve is just one example of a gay side character that is used for storytelling for the main character. Moving on to the 90s, Susan and Carol from Friends are another example of a gay couple on primetime television. Friends ran from 1994 to 2004, with Susan and Carol appearing throughout the seasons.
Susan is, Carol's just,
They are secondary characters used to progress Ross's storyline, and they are also often used for laughs.
Well, why wouldn't I want to come? I had fun at the first wedding.
That being said, their story shows how complex it could be realizing an identity you kept hidden for so long.
She didn't know. How should I know?
Their wedding in season 2 was one of the first same-sex weddings shown on television at the time.
You know, nothing makes God happier than when two people, any two people, come together in love.
Let's shift to a transitional period where LGBTQ plus characters started to become main characters rather than one-offs or side characters. In 1998, Will and Grace premiered on NBC and ran until 2006. The show follows Will Truman, a gay lawyer, and Grace Adler, a straight interior designer.
You have a date? I'm so excited! I want to hear all about him, but not now because I have a date too.
No.
Yes!
No!
Yes!
We have a date!
The show highlights the friendship between the two leads as well as romantic drama they both encounter along with their friends.
I refuse to limit pleasure. I like to think of myself as pansexual.
Oh my God, he's been humping my pants.
The show brought gay culture to audiences and allowed for humor to aid in their stories. The show was initially criticized for some stereotypical portrayals of gay characters, but it went on to earn 18 Primetime Emmy Awards. Glee is another example of gay characters being shown in leading roles. Glee aired on Fox in 2009 and ended in 2015. Kurt and Santana are two of the LGBTQ plus characters that this show centers on.
Hey, Santana, why don't you just come out of the closet?
Kurt is an openly gay character at the beginning of the show.
I'm gay.
Why didn't you just tell me?
Because I haven't never told anyone before.
And it focuses on his relationship with his father and later relationship with another member of their Glee club.
I know.
Really?
I've known since you were 3.
Santana's story follows her on her journey to self-discovery and coming out.
I can't believe this is happening.
I'm so sorry.
I haven't even told my parents yet.
Glee was a show that was marketed toward teenagers and young adults, making a point to showcase what some of them might be struggling with in their real lives.
Oh,
You
don't...
now.
I'm the same person I was a minute ago.
You made your choice. Now I have made mine.
Shifting now to more current representation, let's talk about Pose.
It is time we remind the world who we are.
Pose is a show that began running in 2018 on FX. The show is set in New York during the 1980s and early 1990s. The show follows Blanca Evangelista, a transgender woman who creates a house to mentor LGBTQ plus youth.
You're a trans woman of color working in a hospital.
I'm just trying to stay afloat.
The cast is full of transgender characters and picks at the idea of chosen families.
What exactly is a ball?
Balls are a gathering of people who are not welcome to gather anywhere else.
The stories are complex and dive into LGBTQ plus subcultures. Pose is different from other shows with representation in that it focuses on intersectionality, crossing race, gender identities, and class boundaries to show the overlapping between them.
We're just gonna be ourselves, and that's it.
This list of shows is not a complete list of landmark or milestone shows for the LGBTQ plus community.
I just want everybody here to know I'm gay.
Rather, this list is just a few highlights to demonstrate how far we have come and how far we still have yet to go.
That there's something wrong with someone like me. Something offensive, something you would avoid.
We have moved from controversy to showcasing identities as more normalized and more authentic storytelling.
Thanks for telling me, Kurt.